go live?
That's good for.
That sounds like we're going live.
Fucking mic.
No. I didn't know we were going live just then. Shit.
You should never just blow your nose into my ear. There isn't a good time for that.
My household is still fighting off a cold.
Well, it sounds like it's time to build a moat.
We're building a wall, Tim. Okay.
See, the wall's ineffective. If you build a moat, it's really more of a deterrent.
It's called a boat, Tim.
Yeah, and you
How
can
do you think
shoot
the white
like
people got here in the first place.
you shoot flaming arrows at the boat. I mean, you got to be accurate.
The natives put an ocean between them and the white people. Still got over here.
Do you want me to pull up images from this year of all the migrants going across the river that they have barbed wire on? I don't think the moat's gonna work, Tim.
Well, if you put sharks with lasers on their heads.
There you go. Now you're talking.
Now you're
All
thinking
right
like
there,
Marjorie
Dr.
Taylor
Evil.
Greene.
Oh no.
Oh, you got me in the middle of drinking.
Got him.
All right.
Tim is Marjorie Taylor Greene.
I'm not Marjorie
Just saying.
Taylor Greene.
Say
Tim is Marjorie Taylor
Say
Greene.
you're Marjorie Taylor Greene right now.
Do it.
No, I am Marjorie
Do
Taylor
it.
Greene.
There it is. We knew
Do
it.
it.
All right.
Right. Mikey, you need to mix that into a song of Tim being like, I'm Marjorie Taylor Greene.
I think you need a little bit more excitement out of me with that quote before you because it'd be very modest. It'd be like, I am Marjorie Taylor Greene.
It'd have to be
Auto-tune,
like,
man.
I'll put that phrase into Du Hast.
Marge.
I am
Taylor Greene.
I am Marge Taylor Greene. If not, I can just totally make it. Someone could make it of me doing it. No, I've fallen prey to my own trap.
And you're already doing it on beat.
Damn.
Like, we don't even have to work that hard.
Right. They could
Yeah,
just easily
yeah.
put that onto their soundboard and get it.
Well, if you're listening, clip that and just
Oh,
go nuts.
But unfortunately, I turned off your ability to rewind.
Oh,
I'm not kidding. This is live.
Clip it.
If you had it, you had it. If not, it's gone.
I mean, you could always go back and watch it later on the network.
That's right.
Yeah, you could do that.
Clip it real good.
Do that. So hi and welcome to Unboxed Politics. I am Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Not
the
I
Emperor.
am not Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Apparently it looks like.
You know what? I could just edit the not out, and I think that was a better take than the last one.
I'm Marjorie Taylor Greene. No, I'm Marjorie Taylor Greene.
No, I am
No,
Marjorie.
no,
Taylor
I
Greene.
am Marjorie Taylor Greene.
That's Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Raise your
and and today on Unboxed Politics we got some good stuff. I curated some clips that I think is gonna blow some minds. All right.
Mark's
First,
dead.
we're gonna do some Trump, and it's gonna ruin his score. It's gonna ruin his score, and then we're gonna give JD Vance another shot at being a human being.
He will
And-
fail.
Nothing.
And third and final,
Mhm.
we have the gold standard.
Pretty soon we're gonna be calm in this country.
We got Jon Stewart in an interview
J-Dog.
with some economists,
And they were
and
coming
it is
right on top
it
of
is
me.
contentious.
And within about 3 or 4 seconds, I was covered with bodies.
Covered.
With bodies. So let's get to it. Let's. Oh,
And
by
my
the
name
way,
is Mark.
yeah, we have my co-hosts Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Marjorie Taylor Greene.
That's racist.
That's right.
I think it's a really
I'm sorry,
major
I'm
mistake
sorry, Black
and an
Marjorie
insult
Taylor
to me.
Greene.
There you
Can you
go.
hear Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Thank you.
Hey,
And
Canadian.
don't just-
German Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Don't take
And
away my blackness.
Whatever
by
Mark
making me,
is.
Don't take away my blackness by making me Marjorie Taylor Greene. I want to be
You
Black
know
Marjorie
nothing.
Taylor Greene. Nothing.
All right, you know what?
I know nothing.
I have an idea.
Think.
Mikey is not Marjorie Taylor Greene. Mikey is Lauren Boebert.
No,
We have
I
three Marjorie Taylor Greenes and a Lauren Boebert.
I'll be Candace Owens.
Yeah, if you typed Black Marjorie Taylor Greene into like an AI, say
I'm doing it.
ChatGPT or
Do
whatever.
not say
what would it come up
blacked.
with?
Marjorie Taylor Greene. Don't say
Black.
blacked, just black. Don't
Black.
put the ed on the end.
Yeah.
Trust
Blacked.
me. Trust me.
Make sure
You
you
don't
include the
wanna-
Jewish space lasers, though, eh?
And then she was like, I didn't say that. And then she was later on like, hell yeah, I said that.
Yeah. Fucking go.
She's like, they did fucking use their lasers. Fuck. Yeah, I said that shit is true. They do have
man.
lasers.
You know, I just realized that Magic the Gathering is not on the list. She's not on the board.
oh,
We gotta rectify that.
You know who
All right,
else I just
cancel all our clips.
You know who else I just realized has a perfect moment for it and has been on there is Alaska's former governor and former running mate of John McCain, good old Sarah Palin.
We got Sarah Palin. She's on the
We
board.
did get
She's
yeah.
just
Did
she
Yep.
just she just doesn't rank. She doesn't rank.
Holy shit!
Damn.
That's how terrible. Let me tell
Yeah,
you, that's
yeah.
how terrible
We never
Our
got through
worst-
the clip. We just
our worst is. No. She has a score. She's not in the bottom 5.
Oh man, dude. Think of how bad our politics is when fucking Sarah Palin can't even fucking get on the radar.
Yeah,
I
she's
know.
not.
She
She's not in the
doesn't
bottom
even
5.
stick out.
You're welcome for the shit I just shared in the chat.
I
What?
don't know what that is.
Why?
I
don't
can't
know if
pull it
wanna
up.
know what that
It'll
is.
come up on my screen.
Yeah.
It's Black Marjorie Taylor Greene.
What?
Wow. AI did that.
AI did that.
Wow.
Stop feeding AI.
Anyway,
You guys are weird.
You told me to do it.
anyway,
I did not
here
say that.
here's the bottom 5. These are people that are worse than Sarah Palin.
Damn.
Oh boy.
Katie Britt, as always.
Yeah, that was terrible.
JD Vance.
Well,
I'm shocked.
maybe he'll redeem himself today.
Is there
Elon-
a couch in the clip?
Elon
an egg.
Musk. Elon Musk.
Well, he
Yep.
deserves to be somewhere near
Yep.
the bottom, so
Donald Trump.
Yep.
obviously.
Obviously. And
Well,
Ben-
for now, we'll see after today.
And
Ben Shapiro.
maybe they'll both redeem themselves
they,
tonight.
they might. This is their opportunity to
Hey,
redeem
Trump.
themselves.
Hey, Trump fans, don't give up hope yet. There's more clips to come.
And Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro rounds out the bottom 5. He's just on the edge of not being terrible or the worst.
Can I put in an auto veto of that girl that looks like the doppelganger of him? Can we just make sure she never gets on the clips? Because I do not like watching her for extended periods of time. It makes me question reality and whether or not that's the real Ben Shapiro the whole time. And then they're going to try to do like a Mandela effect
God.
and then
Oh
try
my
to make me
God.
think that this was the Ben Shapiro and then the old one didn't exist. And I just can't be bothered with all that.
And a quick reminder to our viewers and listeners of our top 5. I'll start at number 5 and go up. Tied at number 5, AOC and Tim Walz.
What was AOC's one? She was at was that the impeachment thing?
No,
clip
she
was
had.
that?
It was a clip of her dressing someone down in the house, like she was yelling at somebody or she was making someone look like an idiot. Yeah.
Oh, we got to
it
get Marjorie
wasn't
Taylor
great.
Greene in her.
Oh yes.
That moment. Oh,
Um,
the bleach bond. Oh, we didn't even get
No,
that in
we
there.
have that. We have that.
Oh.
That number 4 is Representative Pulaski, who was the person who called her the beach blonde.
That's Tim. It was Crockett.
Crockett?
Yeah. Plaskett was
Oh.
the one who also addressed Congress or not a Congress, who did that Senate
Oh yes.
that Senate hearing today.
Mhm.
Ooh, she burned it down today, baby. It was good. Check it out if you didn't see it.
And then number 3, Keith Olbermann.
The sage. The
Yeah.
sage.
Keith Olbermann for his ability to see into the future.
Yep.
What's that? Divination? For divination points.
He has scrying. He's
Scrying.
yeah.
Damn it, that was the word. Tea leaves.
Yep.
And then number
Crystal
2,
balls.
number 2, which has not been cracked ever since Jon Stewart became number 1, Jim Cramer.
Yep.
Yeah, another
For that
another
blowout.
soothsayer.
Yeah.
Yep.
And obviously Jon Stewart is currently the gold standard, number 1 on the list. We've had a couple of clips of him and he remains
The King in the North.
A+.
Jon Snow.
I can't say that he does no wrong, but he's awful close.
So let's see if some of these chuckle fucks can redeem themselves.
Or if Jon Stewart can fuck up.
Trump's about to fucking gain the lead. Check this out.
These crises.
Oh god.
Oh, wrong video. This one.
What?
Where are you playing?
Great assets, and the assets are doing very well. Take the Trump shuttle. Take the shuttle.
Not enough to pay back
Barbara,
your
other
debt.
people owe money far in excess of what their assets are. They have.
Okay, let's do a little dressing on this, Tim. Where are we? What's happening?
Okay. So this is an interview from 1990 with Barbara Walters, where she just has like a variety of questions for Trump, and I picked the middle because she starts digging into Trump's like bankruptcies and his like infidelity and stuff like that. And the reason why I picked this clip is
Barbara Walters looks so good.
In 1990, Donald Trump was not insane. He wasn't a
Are
good
you
guy.
sure about that?
He wasn't
a good guy.
obviously insane. I'll give you at least that.
Mark, take that down. We need that on the fucking board. Take down a note. We need to fill for that clip. John Cena needs to be on this fucking board. We need the fucking.
If you listen to this once we listen to this and you go back and you think about how Donald Trump speaks today, his vocabulary today is so diminished. He can speak intelligently, at least more intelligently than he speaks now, in answering some of these questions.
So 1990 was how many? 34 years ago?
Yeah, so he's like 40 something.
Okay. So all right, let's
44ish.
So let's take a look at middle-aged Donnie the Trump.
That might actually that's actually probably real hair.
It might be.
Yeah, this is the hair that they saved that was falling out Homelander style that he kept in a box.
Lousy assets. I have great assets. I have the best assets.
You gotta sell them in order to pay back your bills.
Perhaps you have to sell some of them. No, I don't have to sell all of them. Perhaps I'll have to sell some of them.
Which ones?
I think it's unlikely the Plaza gets sold. I think it's unlikely the shuttle gets sold. The shuttle is doing very well. We started off with 12% of the market. We're up to 50% of the market. Now what happens with...
He does talk different.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
He talks like a fucking human being.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
The fuel oil? I don't know.
Have you had any bidders? Anyone want to buy it?
Yes.
Why haven't you sold it?
Because I'm not satisfied with the price, and because I'm not sure that I'm looking to sell the shuttle.
God, it's like Don Jr.
Yeah.
Look at him. He looks just
He's
like...
answering questions.
It's so strange to be shown like a mirror to the past. What is this portal, Tim? You bring us this relic of the before times.
I have brought
long ago.
He doesn't even look spray tanned.
I know.
No, I know.
I know.
Holy
It doesn't look like his face is melting.
gravity in his face or not. I don't. A title.
What marriage is he on right now? It's the second one?
Yeah, number 2.
Okay.
Suppose things don't turn up. They don't get better. And you have to sell them all. And you may. And you may.
See, look. That's put a beard on that. He looks just now. He
put a beard
now
and
it
like
looks like it's that's his kid.
Cut his hair real close, and that's Don Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I should screenshot this because I'm just gonna put like a dramatic difference. You know, I think that deserves it. We do need some Trump apparel in the merch shop, and I don't want to discriminate. So I will take this picture in the year, and then I'll take a more recent picture in the year,
before and after,
just to let people know where he's at. You know, I want to show off how handsome he still is now that he's made out of Laffy Taffy.
Yeah.
And you got the railroad yards on the west side. You can't develop them. They're sitting there. You got a lot of problems. Suppose it doesn't get better. Is it surviving at the top? Can you start all over again?
I think it's surviving at the top, Barbara. If the economy goes further bad, and that's a possibility that can happen, I'd have to sell more assets. But the assets are world-class assets that have values far in excess of the debt.
You say in your book, and I quote, "The truth is that almost nothing in life is what it's cracked up to be, except the battle to get where you want to go." Well, many people disagree.
Wow.
They enjoy their work and their families, they have hobbies, they have interests. They don't think that nothing in life is what it's cracked up to be. That's rather cynical.
Well, I think...
Tim, how did you find this? Like,
I know.
The irony is so thick. It's like layered on there, like a fancy French croissant. God.
It's so irony.
God, man. And look what he's doing like today. Like today he was like talking about people eating shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like
French fries.
Like, look at how far he's fallen.
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
Yeah. Listen, I'm bringing you gold.
Gold.
I think that a lot of people would disagree with that, and I think most people would disagree, and I think that's great. I mean, that's what it's all about.
Nothing you get or got or have is what it's cracked up to be.
Very little.
In your book, you say, success is so often a matter of perception. What do you think the perception of you is
Still
today?
has the hunch.
I really don't know
You
what
still
the
got the
perception
hunch.
is. I think people see me as a fighter. I think people have always seen me as a fighter. They know that I don't take a lot of crap from people and from others, and my life would be a lot easier if I did, to be perfectly honest.
In the current issue of Vanity Fair, the author Marie Brenner says that you read from Hitler's collected speeches, My New Order, and that these are speeches that you seem to admire. What's your reaction? Do you have this book? Do you have these speeches?
It is the most
Pause it for a
ridiculous
second,
thing
pause it
I've
for a
ever heard. A friend of mine sent me a book. A man who I think is Jewish, although I don't know, sent me a book. It happened to be that book. All of a sudden, Marie Brenner somehow found out that he had sent me a book. It is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen, and I'm probably going to sue Vanity Fair over it.
So there it is.
So Barbara Walters fucking had it
Yep.
30 years ago.
She
Yep.
called that shit.
Wow. And you know, he wasn't doing any of his mannerisms, his normal Trumpy little shit that we're used to. He wasn't doing any of that until she said, "Hey,
Yep.
you got that Hitler book over there?"
Remember that Hitler book you got?
And then all the hand motions started, the hand gesture, the pointing, the whole thing, and then the Jewish, I think he's Jewish, da da da. He just goes straight to, he's been stuck in that mode for years.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
he was talking like a normal person, and then as soon as he got a little heat on him, he just
A
turned
little
into
pressed.
an asshole instantly. Whew, that's thin skin.
And you can see the look in her eyes right there, right
Yeah,
now,
like-
that she's realizing I got his button right there.
She said, "Ooh,
Oh, yeah, right?
that was sensitive,
You know,
huh?"
You know, Kamala could learn something from this and be like, "Hey, Trump, you still got that Hitler book?"
That
What
would
a
be
disgust!
hilarious.
What a
man.
I never
disgusting
did
lie!
that.
What a disgusting lie! You know,
Wow.
there's pictures of it on your fucking mantle.
That is
Book.
not
It
the
happened to
Hitler
be
book
that book.
I have the other one.
Right. I don't have that one. I have Mein Kampf, idiot.
That's right.
Signed copy. Very rare,
Right.
very valuable.
It is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. A friend of mine sent me a book. A man who I think is Jewish, although I don't know,
There it is.
sent me a
The
book.
accordion.
It happened to be that book. All of a sudden, Marie Brenner somehow found out that he had sent me a book. It is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen, and I'm probably going to sue Vanity Fair over it.
The author Marie Brenner quotes you as saying to her, when a man leaves a woman, especially when it was perceived that he is left for a piece of ass, a good one, there are 50% of the population who will love the woman who is left.
I do remember saying that. I don't remember having used those words. It's possible, but I believe that if a
What?
man
Wait,
leaves a
He
woman...
just said, I remember saying that, but I don't remember using those words. So,
He was-
so he's already
So
doing that. I didn't
he was-
say that. I'm not telling lies thing.
He
yeah,
was
so.
he was paraphrasing in the interview, and then she took his paraphrasing into actual words, and then he was like, "I remember paraphrasing, but I didn't say what she said. I said."
One of those words might have been different, so I can deny the whole thing, right?
Perceived that he is left for a piece of ass, a good one, there are 50%
I kind of want to clip Barbara Walters saying "piece of ass." Is that bad
Yeah.
of me? I'm gonna do it later.
In a good way.
of the population who will love the woman who is left.
I do remember saying that. I don't remember having used those words. It's possible, but I believe that if a man leaves a
Right.
woman for almost any reason, that particular person, the man, is going to be at a major disadvantage in terms of the public eye. There's no question about it.
Do you think that your marital problems with Ivana in some way caused some of this to happen? Is there a
Probably.
connection? What is the
Probably.
connection?
I think there was a... the publicity was so huge so intense,
Huge.
so incredibly
Huge.
intense. I mean, 22
So
days in a
huge.
row or something on the cover of the tabloids. It's never been anything like that, and it's disgraceful. And
I think he had a nose job.
somehow,
His nose
in a
is
bad
different.
economy, people focused on me as opposed to everybody else. I signed a prenuptial agreement with Ivana. The reason for a prenuptial agreement is it takes away uncertainty. When it takes away uncertainty, it's quiet, it's nice, it's clean, everything. Well, Ivana decided to sue me on it. Brilliantly decided to sue me on it. So now she's sued.
Brilliantly?
So you're a billionaire and you won't give your ex-wife any money.
Yeah, right. And he's the one that had the problem.
Right. That's typical trash bag behavior. I'm just gonna, fuck her. My billions.
Yeah, brilliantly,
Why
sarcastically.
Is this
brilliantly.
the wife that passed
She just-
away?
Yeah.
The one he buried on his golf course and uses that as a tax write-off, claiming it's a cemetery?
Yeah.
All right, just checking.
Decides to sue me on it. She's not going to win the suit. I thought it was dishonorable to do it, but she decided to do it. That caused tremendous turmoil, tremendous publicity, tremendous everything else, and I have no doubt in my mind that that was a very negative factor. There's no question in my mind.
There's some confusion as to your marital
All right, last
state. You're
question.
still married, but you've told friends that you'll probably be divorced.
I am still married. I don't know what the legal definition of marriage is, to be perfectly honest.
You don't know the legal definition
The
of
legal
marriage?
definition of marriage in this context. I am married. I don't know whether or not you'd consider it a separation. I can't tell you what's going to happen because I'm not even sure I know myself.
You've said in your book that Marla Maples did not cause the breakup of your marriage, that you and Ivana would have split anyway. But didn't it hasten it?
No, that's
Had nothing to do with it?
that's an absolute correct statement. Marla Maples is a friend of mine. I have a lot of
You
other
stuck
friends.
your dick where?
Nobody caused.
treat the other friends
Oh.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Laura Loomer.
Yeah.
the same way as
Yeah.
you
They
treat Marla?
had me
It was
going
at the
out
Beetlejuice show.
with every woman
We're
in
not
the
talking
United
about
States.
that. We're talking about this one.
Marla Maples is a friend. I have a lot of friends. Would it?
She's just a supporter. I have a lot of supporters. It's the
Yeah.
same lie, dude. He's still up
Yeah.
to it.
Did it hasten the breakup? Absolutely. In my opinion, absolutely not.
Melania. Somebody tag
What the-
Melania. Melania,
yeah, what the
watch
fuck?
this clip. Melania,
Yep.
watch this clip.
breakup was going to occur. And I'm not going to disparage Ivana. You'll never hear me disparage Ivana for one reason. She's the
Never.
mother of my children. I'm not disparaging. But you grow apart.
While we're talking about Ivana as a mother.
Okay, I think we're good.
All right. So yeah, that's
Wow.
the
Wow. What a difference.
He was
Yeah.
still an ugly human being.
Yeah, still a trash
Right.
bag.
Still ugly.
A sleazeball.
Yeah.
This is his sleazeball
Yeah.
phase.
Still a trash panda.
However, I think when it comes to like actually grading, right? You're not gonna
Coherent.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah.
gonna
He's gonna score
you're not
better.
gonna get the rambling. You're not gonna get all the taglines.
Bumper sticker talk.
Yeah, yeah. You're not gonna get the insanity. He answered questions completely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
He was much more presentable than he is then.
He doesn't-
Yes.
He doesn't look like a pumpkin. Like he looks.
Yeah, he's not spray tanned, I don't think. That might be a natural tan.
Here's a question.
You're muted
in this
there, Tim.
clip, is he
He's talking to
in this clip? Is he presidential?
No.
No.
You still don't think he's presidential?
Hell no.
Yeah.
Just because you can sound human is not the only qualification.
I mean, he sounds better than he does now, absolutely.
Sure.
But what he's talking about is all of his fucking running, chasing skirts, while
you're
the
right.
public eye is staring directly at him, and he's just fending off all of these illicit behaviors that he just doesn't feel like he needs to stop doing because he's famous. Like he feels like he should be able to do whatever he wants, and everybody should just shut
Yeah.
up. And
Well, in the
even
beginning, it
90s,
was-
he wouldn't fucking keep his hands to himself.
In the beginning of this too, they were talking about like his bankruptcies and how
Yeah.
screwed he is financially. I don't think that I'm going to be president because of how much I fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know, but this is
At
this
least-
is the business guy.
Yeah.
At least shitty ass Ronald Reagan was a successful actor.
Didn't he move on to like the government things where he was doing like the
Well, he was a governor or something before he ran for
He was the
president.
governor of
So
California.
he did have like 4 or 8 years experience before he ran for president, right? So
Yeah. As much as he screwed us over in the long run, at least he wasn't stupid. And like he did do some good stuff like negotiating with the Soviet Union. Past that, it was all trash. But
AIDS epidemic, crack epidemic.
Just say no.
Yeah, just say no.
That's Nancy Reagan. But anyway,
the bolstering of the prison, the school to prison pipeline. 3 strikes.
Everything else.
Yeah, like the economy. He fucked that up. The migrant crisis is because of Reagan, because he decided it was a great idea to fund your Iran war with giving money to the drug lords. Yeah, giving money to the drug lords down in South America for some quick cash, and dropping that crack off into Detroit and St. Louis and Chicago, New York, and just letting it ravage the black population. Cool.
Dropping that crack.
So then when AIDS came around and then it was transferred through needles, even better. Now I can get rid of the gays too. And if you don't want AIDS, just don't be a heathen, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Would it take him like fucking months to even come out and fucking say anything about it? He just fucking sat there and said, let him stew. Fuck him. And that's why we hate Reagan. Welcome back, Tim.
Hey, what, Reagan?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So let's
Reagan was the best president. Tim said it was good. Yep.
Tim loves Reagan.
I hate Reagan.
What president do you love?
Tim.
What president do I love?
Yeah.
Obviously William Henry Harrison.
I knew you were gonna say it. Obvious answer.
Abraham Lincoln.
Everyone says Harrison.
Obviously James Polk. He started the Mexican-American War, so he's the best. Anyway,
I actually like Bush Sr.
Cornel West. I am from the future.
Yeah, right.
Right.
You could argue that Bush Sr. was the last
Republican,
seemingly good Republican leader. He's like, don't raise taxes. Oh shit, we have to raise taxes. Whoops. Okay, we're gonna raise taxes.
So, content. The words that Trump said.
The actual word, they were still pretty ugly in a lot of spots.
Yeah, D on the words for the Mikester.
Yeah.
Because it was him being a fucking trash bag trying to get out of fucking paying his fucking debts and cheating on his wife. Yeah, fuck this guy. D.
Do we need to rate it in the context of the 90s, though?
Why?
Even in the context of the 90s, it was still fucking ugly stuff.
Yeah, it's not like Barbara Walters was asking him gotcha questions. She was asking him hey, if your business is failing, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna wait for $1 billion. I'm gonna wait for one of these to go for all of the total of my debt. That's what I'm waiting for.
And she was like, "Hey, if you're leaving your wife, isn't that your fault, not hers?"
It's
No.
like, was slavery all right in the Bible just because slavery was happening back then? No.
And,
yes.
And hey, what about that Hitler book you have? What's going on there?
Tim, we already verified that's not the Hitler book he has. He has the other one. Okay.
He's got both. He's got both.
But they didn't ask if I had both. They only asked if I had one.
Right.
Oh my God! If he had said, "My struggles are so rough."
Oh right. I have so many struggles.
So Mikey said D. I'll say C.
D.
I'll stick with Tim. I think I'm going to go with C.
Fine. C.
It could have been worse.
You guys are giving him passing grades. I hate that.
They love him.
And D is a failing grade.
They love him.
Are you making fun of me?
They love
Shut
his
up.
face.
Next is delivery. How Trump said the words he said.
Way better than normal.
I'm going to give him a C. I did not believe I'd ever say that, but he spoke legibly. He spoke in words that I could read.
Yeah.
He was understandable. He came across as rude by times, but I mean, he did definitely seems like he still has all his faculties intact.
He was this is gonna be weird to say, but he was more humble than he currently is. Like he answered things a bit more honestly, I think.
More grounded to reality.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did answer questions. He answered. He didn't avoid questions.
He even answered the right question.
Yeah.
Like he answered the question she asked, and not something totally different. It was strange.
Yeah.
Yep.
Scary.
So C.
I can agree with a C. Yeah.
He talked English.
Yep.
he spoke English.
It was still a lot of the shit he said was ugly, but yeah.
Spanglish it is.
Presentation. Now, obviously, this is like standard definition television for the time, so he's fuzzy.
F. No. He should have had 1080p if he wants a good grade. Let's see if we can get
upscale this bitch.
See if we can get
Dude,
a shot.
Even back then, he should be wearing a back brace because he's got a fucking hunch. You know what I'm saying? He's like this all the time.
He flew around in this?
Yeah, that was the modern, like that was the 1990s modern jet.
Yeah.
That thing is huge.
That's probably the.
It's a 747 or 7.
What
yeah,
the hell?
747.
He don't need all that. He's one person.
Well, he's Trump.
Boy, you don't sit in that many seats.
Oh, this is
maybe it's a 727. It's not as big as the fold line one. But, yeah.
I think this is as far out as they give us.
Yeah. So, you know, he's still got the long necktie.
Yeah.
So friggin' look at that thing. It's like a
the suit fits him a lot better though.
It's like a cartoon dragon's tongue.
Yeah.
Compensation.
Dude, this is a skyscraper tie. What are you fucking is that the wind sock?
It's so big.
What are your fucking like that thing
so
is
big.
He's always worn those, hasn't he?
He's like 6'2", right? This tie is at least 3.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fabric.
I'm gonna give him a C. It's not appalling. It's not great.
I'm like that's his real hair. He's not painted orange.
Right? Yeah, like he's
his
a human being.
Normal.
I'd be willing to give him a B just for his presentation.
Because he's so sexy.
No.
Oh, Ollie said Trump is sexy.
No, Mikey said that. You can clip him too.
Finger licking good.
It's like orange.
All
like
I'm saying though is he's very presentable. Right? He's very presentable.
Hot.
In the clip.
Hot.
So
you just say it, Ollie. He's hot.
Give him the old hawk tour.
No. What?
Do we have some like fajita sounds on the sound?
So
yeah, I got that right here. I got it. It's right here. Here you go.
Sizzle.
And they were coming right on top of me, and within about 3 or 4 seconds, I was covered with bodies.
Right on his back.
He would do himself.
So Ollie said S rank.
Nope. I said B.
Ollie said B. I'm gonna go with a C. I'm gonna go with a C. I think.
I'm also gonna go with B.
Oh. Couple of B's. Couple of B's.
Mikey.
He pooped a little.
Mikey,
C.
How much?
C. It's look at his cuffs. Are you kidding me? C. His cuffs are a full 3 inches. Calm down.
This is ruining Trump's ranking.
That was the style then, by the way. I'm just saying that was the style back then. Look at the cuff links. You got to be able to see the cuff links.
It's still ugly.
So that's
right, but we're not judging this in a 90s context. We're judging it in a
even still,
world.
People had suits without.
See now, I was a full-grown adult in the '90s, so to me that still looks pretty good.
Ollie, don't dress like this ever. We're gonna have to get you some slim fit pants and some of the stretchy stuff they got now. You'll love it.
Yeah.
You'll love it.
You've seen my 6-pack, right?
Oh yeah.
Slim pants. Yeah, no.
6-pack in the fridge. 6-pack of root beers in the glass bottles.
So finally, Trump's vibes. Now, I want to let you know that previously Trump's vibes were F minus, F. Oh, we've done Trump a lot, and F. He's gotten 4 1s and a 0.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's going to be pretty close to that this time too. He's still fucking slime.
Yeah.
Do
you have a Hitler book?
Yeah, I feel like you feel like you need a bath after having conversations with a guy, dude. That's still an F.
Tell me about your failing businesses where you're not paying your employees. I'm just holding out so I can get the most money for it. Tell me about this book that you have. I don't even know anything about that Hitler book. Tell me about your ex-wife. Fuck her. She can't have anything. Like,
Tell me about your current fucking side whore.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? She's just one of my people.
She's one of my friends.
Yeah.
I also want you to know that no matter what we put into vibes, this ruins Trump's ranking.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
F.
I'm giving him an F, dude. He's so slimy.
It sounds better, but it's still nasty.
B+.
Mark.
Mark got a check from Tenet Media last week.
Now, if I say F, he's going to get
Russia's
like
great.
Have you been talking to Tim Pool?
Yeah.
Ukraine, bad.
We're putting him as an F. All right.
For context, for everybody who doesn't know, a lot of right-wing streamers were actually being funded by assets of the Russian government to like the tune of like millions of dollars just being poured into their streams that like nobody would watch, and they would just say anti-Ukraine, anti-American shit, pro-Russia shit. So that's the joke. Mark doesn't actually support Russia.
Oh wow, this does knock Trump out.
Well, how much are they paying me, Mikey?
$100,000 per episode.
Oh, Russia's great.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll say that shit for $100,000 a fucking pop.
Oh, yeah.
Are you kidding
Fucking
me?
right.
I will say fucking Trump is amazing for $100,000 per episode.
Yeah,
I've voted for him 4 times.
We will get right on board with that
Man.
shit, guys, if the checks start rolling in.
Yo,
Parliament will become a U.S. citizen so we can start voting to the right.
Dude, I would absolutely, if they gave us like $100,000 per episode and they retro paid us, oh hell yeah, come on down, Ollie. I got a house for you, dude. Don't even worry about
Yeah,
it.
which one of you guys is single so I can marry him?
Wait,
we gotta get the fucking
Ollie,
dual citizenship going.
Ollie, you're white. You just fill out the paperwork and they'll give it to you. You don't need to.
Yeah, that's pretty sure.
That's only for the brown folks. You're fine.
And I'm already employed because my job is mobile with me if I want it to be.
And in Trump's America there won't be an IRS. So
there you go.
Booming market.
That's right.
So this knocks Trump out of the bottom 5 and puts Sarah Palin in the bottom 5.
You did it,
Well,
Sarah.
she deserves to be there.
You
She deserves to be
did
there.
You did.
Play that. Oh, we got him. Play that one.
Gotcha.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
They don't like when I play that song.
No.
But by the way,
Mhm.
These rankings are only till the end of the year. January 1st.
Oh, we
reset the rankings.
New spreadsheet?
Also,
Spreadsheet.
November is still a distance away. Trump can go lower.
That's
Oh, he
true.
will.
That's true.
He will. Without a
let's-
doubt. He'll fuck this up.
Let's switch gears to we gotta wait for
Justin-
Ollie to come back.
Justin Daniel Vance.
What does JD stand for?
Jonathan Donald, but he changed it to Jonathan David.
Gross.
His father is he's a junior, I guess. So his dad was Jonathan Donald. Or no, I think his dad's name was Donald or something. Something to the effect that his daddy was Donald and now his new daddy is Donald. That's the joke I wrote in my head. You got a fruit fly too?
Yeah, I got one fucking fruit fly in
Dude,
my
I'm telling
office.
you, man. They're like they're like hiding in my mic at night. Like I'm like scrubbing this place every friggin' day. And one fruit fly will just start flying in my eye whilst we're live.
We got to get the traps. Like that's really the only way to get them when they're here.
Do you have beer in your house?
In the fridge.
Leave a saucer of beer out.
All right. I do have a whiskey open, but I'm hoping they're not attracted to that.
Don't give them that.
No, this is me. I'm drinking this.
Yeah, I'm saying don't share it with them. But if you put alcohol out, then they'll get attracted to the yeasty goodness, and then they'll drink it, and then they'll get wasted, and then they'll drown. So it's the best way. It's the best way to get rid of
I want to go that way.
That's what I'm saying. I get attracted to the biggest fucking pool of my favorite fucking thing, and then I consume it until I just can't anymore. Thanks.
Mikey died in a vat of tequila today.
Ooh, Utah. Talking about some quit tasting so sweet, Mikey. Ooh, you never lied.
Say, oh, you think you about that?
That's not
You
the right
think
one.
it's a game?
Let's see. Oh yeah, I gotta figure. I didn't name these buttons. Let me test this real quick.
Fuck the Cardi. You cannot fuck the Cardi.
You cannot fuck the guy.
Oh yes, for evil things. Toccata and fugue. Oh, Ali's back.
Are
I
we
am.
doomed?
Are we doing
Yes. Good.
Doom.
Okay, here comes Just Dance Vance.
Yeah, so a little context for this. This is JD Vance going into a grocery store and doing a little like press thing. This is like the donuts thing, but hopefully he does better maybe.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
Yep.
Hola. Hey guys, how are you?
You kids look like, what the fuck?
What's your guys' name?
Who the fuck you?
Francisco.
That kid's like, this guy's touching me.
Clarence. Oh, very nice to meet you.
Kid
This
is that?
Vivek, and this is Ewan. Can you fist bump?
Damn. Yo, yo, yo. Yo.
The kid is like, well, bam.
Falcon. Oh,
Yeah, yo.
Wow.
I didn't know they had
a wind up.
I didn't know his kid's name was fucking Ryu. Like, what the fuck was that?
One Punch Kid,
Very
man.
nice to meet you guys. Are you guys here shopping?
We are.
No. You live here.
That's a dumb question.
Our favorite store. Yeah.
We're mango merchants.
Yeah, good to see you guys.
What are
Yeah.
we zoomed in on? What?
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. Very nice to meet you. You want an orange? Yeah. Come on.
Hi,
let's go.
dear.
Smell good?
Dude, get the fuck out of the shop.
Thank you so much. Remember to vote.
How old is this
Bye,
clip?
guys. Nice to meet y'all.
Like today or yesterday.
Oh, really?
Bye, guys. See y'all.
Why is the quality that bad?
C-SPAN.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I was
audio.
going to say this is like a
Yeah.
Secret Service detail like phone recording.
Yeah,
They can't
Almost
afford
seems like
cameras.
you can see the Secret Service behind him.
Yeah, you can.
The guy that was in
Guy-
film there was Secret Service.
Guys with very normal looking billowy clothes. Totally not armor plated underneath there. Try something.
M16s at the ready.
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't know why anyone fucks with like public officials that have like. These are serious motherfuckers. Like, y'all should probably like try using your words. Okay, just use your words. Don't try to attack politicians.
Gary, very nice to meet you.
And it's undemocratic.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Yeah, God bless you, Gary.
What up, Gary?
Very nice to meet you. Thank you, guys. Of course we can. Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Somebody get the phone for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like someone fucking take the picture. Don't make these guys do it.
Yeah. Don't mess it up, yo. Ain't that a bitch?
Well, I'm in the photo, so it's going to be screwed up a little bit.
Meanwhile, the kid is still wanting an orange.
Yeah, you heard that? He said, I'm in the photo, so it's going to be screwed up a little bit.
That's true. Yo, why y'all put the cameraman right by the onions? Alright, let me turn it up.
Yes, sir. Yep. Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's better, I think.
Hello, man. How you doing today?
That's the closest JD Vance has been to a black dude in years.
Yeah, right.
Ooh, the funny thing is, this is from in the chat. Funny thing is, I knew a USS Secret Service guy, totally underpaid. I made more than him.
Oh, it's an like most government jobs, it's an honor calling, not a
right.
I'm gonna be rich.
I do this because of duty to country. Fools.
But they do get good pensions. Like, that's the thing.
Hey, kids, stop stealing from the grocery store.
Hey, quit eating shit.
Are you legal?
Oh man, those are his kids.
Oh, that's probably a good thing.
You actually like tomatillo salsa, buddy?
Wait, are they legal
That laugh
immigrants,
looked
though?
so fake a second ago. Yeah.
You know what he is? He's Homelander, bro.
He is fucking Homelander, except he's
Homelander?
like
Yeah.
not.
No.
He's not as smart or calculating.
No, if
Or
Homelander,
strong.
if Homelander didn't have any powers,
Yeah,
No, not even. 'Cause
he's got the fake
Homelander's-
persona.
and look
I
how
don't
he's
know.
look how he's walking with look how fake he is with the kids. Tell me this isn't Homelander.
It's inside, that's right.
That was just bad. Yeah.
I clutch my chest from laughter.
Let me tell you, I
Because
sit in
my
front of
son-
people every Wednesday, fake laughing at me. That's how you fake laugh at people.
Yep.
That's what they can tell but to you. All right, come on, guys. Hey, man, how you doing? God bless you, man.
Hey, he stopped wearing his makeup after we started dogging him out about it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, thank you for your service. What branch were you in? U.S. Navy. U.S. Navy. Yes, sir.
Look on his hat,
See you, service
dumbass.
guy. It's good to meet you, man.
I bet it says it on his hat right there.
What's your name, sir? My name is Juan.
Did you sail a boat?
No, it's just a Trump hat.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. We need it.
Ah!
Of course, yeah.
Yo, they
Yeah,
got
we'll need that for evidence later.
they got Dembe from fucking Blacklist. Hell yeah. Good to see Dembe getting some work.
All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Tens of
What are they
claps.
cheering?
Hey, guys. How we doing? Good,
Just
man.
cheering the white people, man. Like,
Sure, yeah, happy to. Do you have a pen? Great, thank you, sir.
Oh, what book's he signing?
Good. What
His
you have a pen as
has a
he's
book,
grabbing
okay.
the pen.
Yeah, he wrote, for all those out there in internet land who don't know because you didn't read the book and no one ever did, he wrote a book called Hillbilly Eulogy, which became a shitty movie
Elegy?
that no one Elegy, yeah, that no one saw.
Death of the Hillbilly.
And this
Is
is how
this
you.
the book where he kind of said he fucked the couch or what?
So
No,
this
that's
is-
something that's different.
No, it is true. This is someone put a tweet or an X, whatever it's called out there, saying there was a quote from his book where he fucked the couch. And because no one ever read the book, they
Everybody
didn't know
was
that the tweet was wrong on purpose. It was a lie, but we're all
Okay.
like, but it could be true.
I could see him fucking a couch. Yeah.
What was the big news source that said he did not fuck a couch? And then they immediately said, actually, we don't factually know that he
It was
hasn't.
Reuters.
Yeah,
It was Reuters.
On second
Yeah,
thought, we can't actually confirm
sorry.
that he never fucked a couch, but
He
sorry.
didn't say it in the book.
It is definitely not in his book. We can say
Yeah.
that.
It became news because no one cared about his book. And then when they were like, when the quote came out, they're like, that sounds about right. Like,
Did he start the fucking rumor so his book would sell more?
no.
Maybe. If he was smart, he would have. Like, you know, on
known
page
as a
37, it says he
couch
fucked a couch. Oh, I'm buying that book. I gotta buy that book. He sold 1 million copies overnight. He's a fucking genius. Ali solved the crime. It was JD Vance on Amazon with a rubber
On
glove.
purpose.
Tim, in Tim's book, he also fucks a blender. It's on page 45, so you should buy the
That's what
book
I'm.
in mass.
That's what I'm writing
Buy
into the
Tim's book.
cookbook.
It's in
That's what I'm putting in the
Tim
cookbook.
fucks a blender, page 45.
Amateur
right.
hour.
It's right in the introduction. Actually, it's there's like a whole page about how I fuck blenders.
Industrial
is
weed
terrible.
whacker.
Like those like professional kitchen blenders. I'm not talking about that.
Oh,
like
God.
the robo
food
I think called a
processors.
robo coop. Yeah.
The juicers.
Oh my god.
The absolute pulverizers of all things. Don't get your hands stuck in
Ooh.
one of those.
That
And,
corkscrew thing where you take all the fruit out of a pineapple.
Oh my god. And that's why I can't watch regular porn anymore. So
Pineapple pornography.
If there's not a cheese grater, it's just what am I even doing anymore?
yeah, what are you even doing?
Okay. I've never been to Robertson County, but
Filet of Tim.
thank you so much. Nice to meet you, sir. Nice to meet you guys. Thank you.
Get a picture
Yeah,
of
of
my
course.
son here.
Yeah, let's do it.
He's gonna be a Marine here pretty soon. Too.
Oh, really, man? God bless you.
Listen, half those hats all look pretty much brand new. Somebody was handing them out to the crowd
paid those
right
people.
before the That's
Totally paid for it.
These are high ticket, like donors or whatever. And they say, cool, meet us at the thing and we'll give you your free merch. and you can meet JD.
Yeah.
Because I'm
He just
guaranteeing
at the
you
Dollar
these,
Tree.
Yeah, these.
Although I don't think they're high.
But these these 6 white dudes are not coming into this Mexican supermarket. You know what I mean? Like to just on their normal daily trip. They don't look very familiar.
Pair of silence in? Huh? You get a pair of silence?
I need some chicken vaginas, Mikey. You don't know.
Oh,
smack him! Yeah.
Secret Service. Secret Service is about to like, hey.
I'm touching.
That high five lasted a little too long.
Are you kidding? All these guys that are meeting them went through a cavity search before they got anywhere near them.
Oh my God!
Do not say anything.
What?
Nope.
At
She's
all.
a beautiful woman.
Oh no!
Do not say nothing about this right here. Do not
move on. Skip ahead.
Screenshot. Do not say nothing about this woman. That is wrong.
Right.
Hey, it is wrong to make fun of people's bodies, even if they are trying to vote for the removal of all of your rights as an American citizen. It's not okay to make fun of her
the
face.
price of those pickles. How dare you?
No, that look is he fucks couches.
She looked just as
couch
shocked.
fucker.
She looked just as shocked as the couch.
Yep.
Oh Lord, she's still there.
Oh God.
God bless you guys. Thank you for
More, faster.
Yeah, thank you. So nice to be here. Of course.
He's like, I don't know what you just said.
Awesome. Thank you.
You voted for me, right?
In the gum aisle.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Let's do it here.
Oh, it's the liquor aisle. Look what's above it.
What's her photo? You should ask her.
It's all wine, isn't it?
Yo, we just hit a woman. Y'all saw that? Let me run it back. You just hit that woman. Hold on. We got footage. Breaking news here, right here.
Yo, that picture got photo bombed. Look at that shit.
Yeah, she jumped right in there on that one, big time.
Boom! You saw the hit?
He hit her.
Assault. That's why they blurred the camera. They blurred the camera.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you all. Sure.
Assault. Unwanted physical contact.
Fucks couches and beats women.
You know where they are, right? They're in Goya territory. Because Goya came out and said, I love Trump. And everyone's like, cool, La Preferita it is.
Yeah.
They lost so many sales for no reason.
All right, guys, have you all seen anything you might want to eat yet? Something to drink?
Everything.
What do you think?
Yes,
I mean,
Daddy.
it's a grocery store, so hopefully.
It's food.
I would like to eat some venture capital.
Do you guys see anything you want to eat? I don't know what is human food. I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me.
What does organic life take?
Mainly for chocolate, so.
Here are batteries.
Yeah, you want your pin back?
He passed it.
Oh, you know what? Okay, fine,
He only gives them chocolate. You heard it.
Like what?
I don't think I should tell.
Whoa. Got serious fast.
Of course, man. Call me JD.
Like what?
God bless you. Thank you, man. Very nice to meet y'all. Hey, guys. How you doing? What's up, man?
So it's not crowded. You're just in the worst part of the store. Like
yeah,
he's like
right.
He's like in the cooler section that's like at the back of the aisles. So you've made the worst pinch point ever. And now the camera people are taking it. Like, this is a nightmare.
So I understand there's a little bit of a long setup here, but the ending is so worth it.
All right, we're doing it.
Hey.
How are you? Good to meet you. What's your name, sir?
Raymond. Oh my God.
Okay. All right. God bless you, Raymond. Thank you so much.
Oh.
Well, this way,
What is your name, human?
Identify.
That must be one of his communications peoples.
Oh, that guy has a Bluetooth headset.
Yeah.
Cool. He must be on a phone call in his plain clothes. Like, just wear a uniform.
Now here, I'm gonna talk for like 3 minutes. Can you guys act like normal kids for 3 minutes?
Any chance that guy that's standing right behind him right now, they told him, always try and be in frame? Well, no, now he looks like he's trying to get out of frame.
Thank you for your
But he's been following right in the background the whole time.
Hold on, Ollie.
It's a great place, and we're thrilled to be here. I do think, unfortunately, looking at the prices here, things are way too expensive, and they're way too expensive because
What?
Extra large eggs, $2.99. Eggs medium, $2.99. Looks like you got some organic guys, $4.79. It'll be important in a second.
Kamala Harris's policies. I mean, look, yes, buddy. want some eggs? Let's talk about
And
eggs,
he
'cause
looked
these
at
guys
them.
actually eat about 14 eggs every single morning. Is that right?
What the?
No, what?
They want to be like Gaston.
Why are you giving your kids 7 eggs apiece?
That's so many
Yo,
eggs.
Their
fucking
house must smell awful.
They're fucking power lifters, didn't you know?
The fucking muscle egg farts must be unbelievable in that house.
His kids are out there fucking making gains.
That fucking bathroom sounds like a goddamn Honda Civic meetup. just fart cannons just all day.
Oh, we'll be careful about this. Eggs, when Kamala Harris took office, were short of $1.50 a dozen. Now,
That's not a dozen, by the way.
a dozen
that's
eggs
2
will
dozen.
cost you
That's 2
around
dozen.
$4 thanks to Kamala Harris's inflationary policies. Pennsylvania actually has seen some of the worst grocery prices.
Wow.
It says $2.99 right behind you, sir.
Yeah, bro. Come on, man. Look at the top shelf, man.
It's right there.
Yep.
He was looking at the organic shit.
And
Yeah.
he's looking
I
at a
was
flat
elected.
of 24 or 30 eggs.
I was elected to lead, not to read.
Yeah, because he's standing there with a gross of eggs like, this is $15. Can you believe eggs cost 50? It's like, yeah, dude, you have like 17 chickens worth of eggs.
Yep.
You got the value pack, homie.
A dozen. Now,
Maybe have your kids had cereal? Have you tried feeding them anything other than just 80 eggs for breakfast every morning?
It's $84 a box.
Eat your boiled eggs, son. I don't want to eat them.
a dozen eggs will cost you around $4 thanks to Kamala Harris's inflationary policies. Pennsylvania actually has seen some of the worst grocery price increases of the entire nation, and again, it's because she cast the deciding vote on the Inflation Explosion Act.
I lied. He is wearing eyeliner.
He was wearing eyeliner. I've now looked at the consumer price index for eggs, and he was
Oh, you mean
correct.
eggs?
Eggs.
Eggs?
What? Eggs. What
Eggs.
am I saying it wrong? Is
Yeah.
it like my?
It's your
eggs.
accent. You're saying like, you know that letter that's like an A and an E mixed together?
Yeah.
You're doing that with 2 G's at the end instead of eggs.
Well,
Like legs.
I can't help it. I live too close to New York City.
I want some egglets.
Thank you, X. Eggs. Yeah.
Eggs.
It's
So-
pronounced egglets.
Egglets.
So for eggs, I can't say it any other way. Eggs.
Egg.
Eggs.
Yeah, you're not gonna get that out of me.
Yes.
Eggs.
January 2021, when Biden took office,
Mm-hmm.
they were $1.65 on average per dozen.
Okay.
However, he is incorrect about the current average price, which is $3 per dozen. So the
$2.99.
containers behind him are the average price, the ones that say $2.99.
Did it say in there that Joe Biden caused the avian flu that went through and murdered millions of chickens at a time?
It did not.
Especially the egg-laying variety, which didn't help with the pandemic and the panic buying and everything else. Like, we got hit with a double whammy. Someone used to work in grocery for 15 years, so he knew a little something about the chickens. But yeah, like, so the chicken breasts weren't coming out and the eggs weren't coming out. I couldn't even feed the birds outside because the avian flu was so bad. That's why the eggs went up, because the chickens died.
And I think in Connecticut around that time too, there was a chicken farm that had like burned down, which brought our prices through the fucking roof. Like, it was $8 per dozen at one point in Connecticut.
Yep.
Because all the one of the biggest like local factory farms had just burned to the ground.
And then someone came over there with some sauce.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just started drizzling them burnt chickens. That's so fucked up. Did they get the
Outcast
chickens
wants
out?
me to say another word. So bagel. I don't know if that's
Bagel.
different. Bagel.
He might have said bagel. He might have breaded. He might have breaded it.
Yeah. Bagel.
Bagel. I'm walking here.
I'm gonna need some
that what-
basil on
Is
my
that what you
bagel.
want? Is that what you fucking want?
Are you happy?
Where are the drugs going?
Um.
So that's the basis. Is that the clip?
That's the clip. There's just like 30 more seconds of him rambling.
All right, I'll play it.
I think we want Pennsylvanians to be able to afford groceries. We want our young families to be able to buy food at a reasonable price at the grocery store. And the only way to do that is to get back to common sense economic policies and fire Kamala Harris. This is a person who's presided over a $1,000 increase in monthly expenses just to afford the same life you could have afforded 3.5 years ago. It costs you over $1,000 a month here in Pennsylvania. We can do so much better. We certainly will. And as the father of a couple of kids who eat a whole lot, we certainly need to do better for the next generation. God bless you guys.
Except he's funded by billionaires, so he doesn't have to worry about that.
Yeah, Peter Thiel will make sure that you'll always have eggs in your kitchen.
And tell me why Trump's tax policy, which is still in effect, isn't the cause of this.
Right?
No, it's her.
Oh, okay.
She didn't get rid of it, so it's her fault. But I'm going to bring it back, even though it never left.
I so wanted
make
one
it
of
great
his
again.
kids to knock those eggs right out of his hand.
Oh, just
that'd be
flip them
fucking-
right into his shirt.
Yeah.
Take that fucking Hadouken they got going on and like
Hadouken!
Fucking tiger uppercut from your fucking kid over here.
That's right.
Give him a 9-iron. Let him go for it.
Fucking
all right, let's
violent ass kid.
Let's rate this motherfucker.
Rate this bitch.
Let's rate this
-2, Tim.
Yep, next video.
Words he said.
Oh, F.
I'm trying to think about what he
the
even
F.
fucking said. Oh yeah, he asked everybody their
nothing
name,
stuck.
and then he never repeated anybody's name because it wasn't in English, so he couldn't say it.
He hit that lady.
He did,
or he didn't
abuse that woman,
or he didn't bother to like care. Like
selfies.
He was like, "What's your name, bro?" And the guy was like, "Oh, it's whatever his name was."
Awesome,
and
champ.
Vance was like, "Good job.
Good job having a name."
Yeah, great name."
His whole trip through the crowd was so bland, it's not memorable. You don't remember anything specific. And the last little bit at the end was just him talking about the price of eggs and being full of shit on it.
And wrong about it.
And just staring at the eggs and saying the wrong price is what he did.
With the eggs behind him is hilarious.
He's so dumb.
No concept of what a dozen is, because repeatedly holding that flat of 36 eggs maybe and saying dozen.
Like, dude, that's multiple dozens, brother.
Yes.
You got to know that. You got to know
Someone ask him how many are in a dozen. I want to hear his answer.
That should have been a prerequisite question from the crowd. Hey, how many is in a dozen, sir? And he just holds it up.
This many?
No. Not
All
that
of
many.
Them. Oh.
Not that many.
So
you were close. You answered. Or what did Jill Biden say? You answered all the questions. Dumb bitch.
Was it an F though? Because he didn't really get into anything.
I mean, it was pretty.
He really didn't.
Ollie's right. It was pretty bland. The only thing I remember is his kid like fucking trying to hammer fist another kid.
Yeah.
Round and pound.
They're both his other kid, basically.
That poor,
I'm sticking with F.
I think I'm only going D on this because he really just didn't get into anything.
D- it is.
E.
Delivery. Now I know that Vance is a vacuum of charisma. He has negative charisma. Negative Riz, as the kids say.
Is that what Riz is? Charisma?
Yeah, it's charisma.
Kinda, yeah.
We're gonna need to find a young person to come translate for us once a month, so we can stay up to date.
I had a young person do that for me. He works on my food truck, and I was like, "Hey, what the fuck is Riz?" And he's like, "Oh, it's just like charisma." I was like, "What? Just say fucking charisma."
Charisma's a good word.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's got negative Riz.
Anti-Riz. Unriz.
Unrizzable. For Ri.
And I don't think it's as bad as his donuts fiasco, where he doesn't fucking know what to order because he's never seen human food before.
What did we rate him on that for this segment?
I think a D.
I think
let's see, Vance.
At least he knew what eggs were.
He did. He did know what eggs were.
He did pick out eggs,
but he
and
doesn't
not,
know
like,
what a
yogurt.
dozen is. Doesn't know what a dozen is.
He didn't grab like the yogurt cups and like, and these eggs are so expensive.
But he does feed his kids 14 eggs every day.
14 eggs every day, yes.
He's overfeeding his kid. He probably gives him like 3 boiled eggs with some
we gave
scrambled
him,
eggs.
For the donuts, we gave him an F for delivery.
Okay, so D is in the realm of better.
Yes.
He's in the realm of better then, because I was going towards a D, yeah.
This is an upgrade.
He still doesn't know how to interact with people in a genuine way, but he's trying a little bit. Like, he's not...
He's gotten a lot of coaching since whatever we saw him last
He
year.
still has the fucking robotic delivery of like, hey, what's your name? Human? Great.
Identify yourself.
Yep.
All right.
Lilu Dallas multipass.
Presentation.
I mean, he's got the standard issue Macy's I'm
Shirt.
casual.
Yeah, he's trying to be... I went to the grocery store in my dress shirt.
This is how I dress when I go to the store.
He knew he was going to the grocery store, but he's still dressed like... What I'm seeing there is he was dressed to go to the office, took off his jacket and tie, and unbuttoned his top 2 buttons or button. That's all he did.
Like, he should change shirts with the Secret Service guy and the checkered shirt behind him.
Yeah, that would have been better.
That would have been
better.
He was wearing some sort of dress pants. I can't tell.
I think
those are dress pants.
They might be jeans.
Those are jeans.
Yeah,
he's wearing jeans.
Oh,
so he's a bit more casual than I thought he was, but they're almost new jeans.
He's trying to look
those jeans haven't even been in. They haven't seen a fucking washing machine. You know what I mean? He hasn't fucking worn those and got a little ketchup on them yet. Like they're
very starchy, very stiff.
Yeah. Those are off the rack. Because
JD Vance,
like
JD Vance is off the fucking rack.
I can't see. Oh, dude, look at the. Oh, you can't see it. This bar's in the way. Let me get out the. His shoes are trash. He got on some fucking gray running shoes with some blue jeans and a white with white bottoms on the shoe. Appearance.
He was
D.
Is it possible
his fucking shoes are ass, bro? His sneakers suck.
The crazy thing is JD Vance wasn't always a rich politician. He grew up poor, according to his book. So like, he should know how the common folk, which is us minus Mark, who is apparently secretly wealthy.
Secretly.
The common folk, he should know how they dress, because he was a common folk, but he seems to have forgotten all of that.
You see them shoes?
And just dresses like a rich guy thinks poor people dress is the best way that I can describe that. Like, he still has to wear a button down and his jeans are, like Mikey said, off the rack. The first time he ever wore them.
And them shoes.
I'm wondering if he had a pair of dress shoes on, and it
probably
looked so bad with what he was wearing. Somebody else kicked off their sneakers and said, "Throw these on instead."
Right. That's what it
because
looked
they look so out of place with that outfit.
They look terrible.
I'm gonna say D. Like, he's just pretending to be.
Like, those are the sneakers that they would have at like a Kohl's or like a Macy's or something like that. Like, that's not a tennis shoe that you bought because, like, oh, when I'm like chasing the kids around at the park or something like that. Yeah. No one wears those. Those provide nothing. Those are just shoes.
JD Vance robbed a Macy's.
This outfit is a fraud, is what I'm saying.
Nothing.
You love him. Give him the C.
C
minus. You think he's sexy. He thinks he's sexy.
He's so hot.
You want to? God.
He does it for you.
Nothing. Here's my problem with JD Vance. Nothing about him seems authentic.
Yes.
Not the way he speaks, not the way he moves, not the way he interacts with people, and not the way he dresses.
Look at my
and not even the way he interacts with his kids.
Yeah. Quit smacking your kid on the top of the head the whole time.
Everything seems so forced.
Yeah.
Like, the stark contrast between him and Tim Walz is ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Like, they're both politicians. They both probably have money behind them. But, like, Walz at least knows how to present himself as a common man, as an everyman, and all that stuff. JD Vance, even though he was, has no idea how to replicate his childhood.
Well, because he just went to the Marines and then was like a lawyer and then like PR and shit like that, then goes to Yale. So he's just always been better than everybody else in his head. So this is him, you know, touching the nasty poor and tolerating them and look, I took all these selfies with these ingrates. Like that's how he thinks he's better than everybody.
I cannot wait for the debate.
Oh,
I
yeah.
cannot wait for
Coach is gonna fuck him up.
Oh yeah.
For JD Vance,
it's gonna be fun
to like fucking short circuit live on television, you'll see that he was a fucking cyborg all along.
Okay, I am enforcing a rule. Next week before the show, we need to make bingo cards for the VP debate.
I like it.
We need to actually like figure out what we're gonna put on there, and we need to play, and we're gonna play for real. So get your weed, get your gummies, get your drinks. We're gonna fucking get tore up
on a Tuesday. Oh God!
Shut up! Stop fucking complaining. You love America.
What day is that on? What day is that on?
It's Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't remember for sure.
Yeah, but
we're not gonna remember anyway.
Is it the 8th?
No, it's in October. It's next week.
It's Tuesday, October 1st.
Yeah, next week.
Ooh, I don't have class that day. I'll be able to be there.
Tuesday, October 9th. I'm not going to be able to smoke nearly as much. I have a surgery that I got to go in for the next day.
All right.
Well, Ali, if you loved America, you'd
I'm getting my trigger finger fixed to my fingers. My finger gets stuck.
Nice.
It's getting fixed next week.
So that you can play Space Marines. Good shit.
Yeah. Finally, we've already been talking about this, but JD Vance's vibes.
F.
He's
negative.
He failed.
Negative 1,000, Tim.
Yeah, he can't take. He's so just non-human that even Data was a better human than him.
Data was the best of us. We should all aspire to be as human as Data.
That's right.
I would rather go to a Trump rally than a JD Vance rally.
Oh,
and both of those make me sad.
Yep.
At least the Trump rally would be crazy. The JD Vance rally would just be incel and boring.
They told me that Mountain Dew is woke.
Right. They'll probably say I'm woke for having a diet Mountain Dew. Am I right, fellas?
Yeah.
We don't drink no diet Mountain Dew. Do we look like
no
Shannon
one
Sharp?
drinks diet Mountain Dew? That's trash water.
Are we? Do I look like Skip Bayless, motherfucker?
It is.
Hold on 1 second. I'm just calculating Vance's new score.
Calculating.
Best Mountain Dew.
Probably pulled himself up at least one notch.
Baja Blast. Only answer.
Okay, we have a Baja Blast. Ollie, best Mountain Dew.
I don't like Mountain Dew.
Code Red.
I knew you
Code
were.
Red.
That's what Mark's gonna say too.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I'm gonna say Pitch Black.
Ooh, no.
That was bad.
I changed my answer. Game Fuel. Do you fucking remember Game Fuel?
I changed my answer.
Reach credits, bitch. Yeah.
What was the one that was like clear-ish? It was like a white. It was like the Liberty
it was called
or
Cum.
No. I didn't get anything out of your fridge. From the store.
Whiteout. That's what it was called.
That shit tasted like a fucking Airhead.
What was an Airhead?
The Swedish, not Swedish, but sweeter kind of like taffy. It's kind of like tangy taffy.
Did you ever have the one? I want to say it was this summer or last summer. It was like a blue-red mixture one.
Yeah.
It tasted like a bomb pop.
Yeah. It was like the Liberty
that
or
one,
America
though.
something. That thing was fucking. That thing was tasty. I was like, this shit kind of good.
It's a heart attack in a can, but
Yeah.
Good shit.
It's funny how much less caffeine and sugar I intake now that I'm not in the grocery store every day. It's been hard.
It's so easy.
It's been hard. Doing an engine swap from running on fucking high octane jet fuel back down to diesel like everybody else.
Yep.
Monster
Not running on Red
Energy.
Bull and not running on
Dude,
caffeine all day.
I just get that shit delivered Amazon every month.
What? Red Bull?
No, Monster. That's my coffee.
Same. I drink. Have you tried the new ones, the rain drinks yet?
I have not. And I really only do. I do the sugar-free ones. I can't drink regular Monster.
The rain ones are sugar-free. It doesn't say it on the top or anything. You look at the back. On the back, it says they're sugar-free. That's why I like them. And instead of 160 milligrams of caffeine, they're 180. So they're a bit stronger. So I'm just saying.
What color is the can? I will remember the color.
Black.
Okay.
And the thing is, they come in.
It's rain like the king's reign lasted for 40. It's that rain.
Yeah.
I was like, rain? I'm like, that'd be blue.
Yeah. They come in flavors like orange sherbet and dreamsicle, which tastes like an orange creamsicle. No, the sherbet they definitely taste different. There's a cherry lemonade, which basically it's almost Dr. Pepper.
What?
Yeah, it's Dr. Pepper with a little bit of a lemonade tang to it. It's so good. No, it's so good, dude. It's one of the.
Ollie, as a salesman,
dude,
I don't know if you should
try it. All I can say is try it. You'll go, wow.
Have you ever had chocolate covered chicken?
They got another one that's white gummy bear, but I haven't tried that one yet because I don't like gummy bear. So, but they're all sugar free.
White gummy bear is the fucking Airheads flavor.
Is it?
Mystery Airheads flavor.
Mm-hmm. Really? Because I got one of them in the fridge. I bought it by mistake. Mm-hmm. I just tried sometime. Too late now. Yeah, maybe I'll try it tomorrow. What's your favorite Monster drink though? Mine's the grape and the orange.
OG green.
Two standard ones.
OG blue for me.
Really? Those aren't the sugar-free ones, though.
Blue is sugar-free.
No, yeah, it's black can with the blue on top.
Yeah.
It's just the sugar-free regular Monster is what I usually drink.
Okay.
Unless I go to Costco and they sell variety packs, but they don't always have the best options for sugar-free. It's usually regular, just because Costco doesn't do the greatest with that.
Have you had that Monster alcohol?
No, I don't want to die.
So I've had it several times, and I've had multiple. And I've had multiple different flavors. It's like not alcohol, and it's not Mountain Dew either.
Oh.
It's like not Mountain Dewy enough. Like it's not sweet enough to be like a Mountain Dew sugary kind of like soda, and then it doesn't have any bite of alcohol. It's just like weak sauce. It's just nothing. And I just keep getting it. I'm like, it tastes vaguely like Baja Blast. I got to put fucking rum in it if I want it to be an alcoholic drink, though. But now they sell Baja Blast in a case.
There is a YouTuber, I forget the name. I can try to find it. But he does weird wine fermentations, like taking common day drinks and like, what will Baja Blast be like in wine form?
Yeah, I've seen a couple that he's done. Yeah.
That's good.
And there's some interesting. Some suck and some are like, this is pretty good.
I wish. Well, they probably have it near me, and I just don't look hard enough. I would like to get some mead on a regular basis. I need some more mead in my life.
Yeah. My mother makes wine. Maybe I could get her to try something like that because I don't like normal wine. But something that tastes like root beer or something like that instead might be all right.
Get some sarsaparilla water.
Yeah.
Oh, I tried at the Asian market. I tried a sarsaparilla salt drink. Oh, Ollie, you should probably check it out. It is like super root beer.
Okay.
It was like pure root beer taste. The salt kind of made it taste like Dr. Pepper, but that was pretty good. And then I had like a mango milk. And the wife had like a peach milk. Shit was Our drink over here in the States is garbage. In North America, our drink selection is garbage. They're doing it right over there in Asia. They got all the good drinks.
Ramune.
Hell yeah.
Sorry about that.
Just as I felt like we were exhausting that topic, Tim returns.
Hey, I had to deal with a blind dog who doesn't speak English, so he can't tell me what he wants.
¿Qué pasa?
Exactly.
He speaks Spanish.
And we've seen a lot.
Oh yeah, talk us in here, Tim.
All right, so this is a clip from Jon Stewart's podcast. It's called The Weekly Show. He's talking, him and his, I think, co-host.
That's his writer in the middle, isn't it? One of his writers?
It's one of his writers. They're talking to an economist about the Fed's inflation policy and their monetary policy. Talking about what has happened over like the last couple of decades when it comes to interest rates and why the Fed does what it does.
A lot of crisis in the last 15 years between the Great Recession and the pandemic. And at all of those trickle-down tax cuts for the wealthy and corporations really left us in a bind.
So, I mean, I guess I'm repeating myself here a little bit, but maybe I have to do that. Certainly try to do that in my classes, John.
This is, Jason, you are brutal, man. You are brutal.
This just isn't all about inflation. If there's something, I just would ask you to say, if there was something that you thought was a good idea in 2019 when inflation was too low, and you still think it's a good idea now when inflation is still a bit too high, find another argument for it. It's to help children. It's to help families. It's to help workers. It's not to bring down inflation. And,
no.
You sort of see this on everything, like immigration, for example. I was really in favor of more immigration in 2017, 18, 19. A lot of people were.
Right.
And I never said, oh, but that's going to bring inflation down. I didn't think it would have anything to do with inflation.
No,
now
I'm not talking about inflation.
So,
I'm talking about the efficiency of the way the government spends their money, which makes it more difficult to fight inflation. That's
it
my
doesn't
point.
make it more difficult to fight inflation, but
because
it
you don't
really
have
much
the
to do with
tools.
inflation.
Well, no, so it does, because if
Jason,
we're running,
I think he's making your deficit point.
That's my point. I'm making your deficit point.
Oh, it certainly means interest rates are, yes, the level of interest rates are higher. We're starting
Jason,
higher,
that's the
we're
whole
ending higher.
fucking point.
Great. So you want lower interest rates, you want more deficit reduction. And the best way to do deficit reduction is corporations and the rich, starting there. Absolutely. I think we all agree.
But that's what I was saying. You know, I don't want to have to repeat myself, but I guess I'm going to have to, Jason, which is what I do with my students.
Okay.
You know, that's exactly what I was saying, sir. And, you know, there is a part of me that feels like there is, and I
when you get to throw when you parry and riposte, you definitely get an air horn.
Oh yeah.
I don't mean to make it this way, but there is a condescension amongst economists that I have found that is rampant, and that when you make the point, there's always this sense of like, that's cute, but you really don't get it, buddy. And I actually think the opposite. I think maybe it's time for a certain humbling amongst the basic economics class of people that are in charge of pulling the strings for all of us, that maybe they listen to us a little bit, and maybe not so much about these curves that they developed in the 1940s.
I guess, John, I would ask you, and I don't look at all your pronouncements on the economy. You probably don't look at all of mine. How often do you say, I was wrong, or I don't understand this, or I learned something? Those are three words.
Every day.
Those are three words.
Every
Okay,
day.
that's good. I'm really happy with that. Those are three words I say every day. The unemployment rate went up much.
Hold on, dude. You just copied his answer. I caught you.
Yeah.
Nice try.
It's less than I thought it would. The amount of stimulus you need and all of that. You know, there's a lot of this
but
that I
there's a
really,
difference.
really don't understand, and change my mind on. And one thing I've changed my mind on, by the way, is, you know, I think the Fed did even better than I thought, because guess what? The results are pretty darn good.
I disagree. I think the Fed did better than we thought, because our expectations of what should be for workers and for people is so low, and we expect so little of it.
Yeah.
But the thing I would say is
they can solve. That's the corporate taxes and all that.
Right.
You were right.
But you, Jason, being, you know, saying, oh, I was wrong about that. Like, I'm not in charge of creating policy. You know, I'm not.
You know, you could be, asshole, if you would fucking
John.
run for office. I'm getting about sick of this motherfucker being right about all that shit, and then like, no, I'm gonna just keep doing my fucking podcast.
Kind of true.
Bro, help us.
Not in charge
Make
of that.
better.
You are influential in the economics world. Larry Summers is influential in the economic. Like, when they're wrong, it means something. When I'm wrong, it's just a goofy thing.
And, you know, I think if the Fed had started at raising interest rates a little bit earlier, they wouldn't have needed to raise them as much. If we got rid of the corporate tax cuts that I said we should get rid of,
I think it's a
interest
larger
rates
question.
wouldn't have been as hard.
It's a larger question of rejiggering how we view the economy, not.
But I
through
think
the
you want to
supply
do
side.
it based on like actually looking at evidence and thinking about it, not sort of making up brand new ideas like corporate tax cuts increase inflation through the supply side, but not the demand side. I mean, that's just sort of a, maybe that's true, but
you made the point yourself when you said that helps create larger deficits and that interest rates create more inflation.
That was on the demand side, though. That's a demand channel, not a supply channel.
No, because we have a higher debt. We're paying more interest on the deficit. I'm not talking about demand.
Correct.
I'm talking about the deficit.
Well, anyway, that's aggregate demand is increased when the deficit increases. But we can come back to this.
All right. Kitty, final word.
I think that the Fed is going to do what the Fed is going to do. And in fact, by the time you're listening to this, they've already done it. But I do really hope that folks take
He's got to stop smoking.
away the importance of focusing
Got a hole in your
on
pipes.
the tax fight that's coming up next year. So the individual income tax provisions of the Trump tax cuts are going to expire at the end of 2025. And that's causing a lot of excitement on Capitol Hill. In fact, I have to run from this event to getting yelled at by some senators later. But I really want us to focus on, we can't just let the parts of the Trump tax cuts that are slated to expire. We have to take a look at the entire tax code. It's got to be about taking a comprehensive look at the ways in which the wealthy and corporations are able to pay very little in tax at the expense of everyone else and how that damages the economy. And, Jason agrees with me on this. He might not think that it has an inflation hook. I disagree, but that's where the money is. And that's where some big decisions are going to be made about whether we value and support workers or whether we continue with trickle-down economics.
Kitty, Jason, we outvoted you 2-1.
Great. And I just
You're
hope
done.
Kitty does not change her advocacy of this if the inflation rate falls below 2% and say, oh, no, wait, we don't need to do this after all because inflation's too low.
I'm nothing if not consistent, Jason.
All right, beautiful. Guys, thank
you, John.
Yeah.
We love you, John.
Thank you, sir.
The King of the North. Oh, put that down, Mark. That's got to go on the board. The King of the North.
Which one?
What the best? I don't know. Whatever the
when
best.
they were doing when they were doing that shield thing, when they were all putting their swords down for him.
Yeah, they're going,
the King of the North.
The King of the North.
I know, but there's a few different versions of that.
Yeah.
The Jon Snow version.
I think whichever one.
I don't know. Keep going.
Anyway.
I thought that was the only time.
No,
there was
his older brother. They said it a bunch of times from different spots.
Rob Stark.
They
Rob
made
Snow.
fun of him, the King of the North, after they killed him, and they were running around with the head of the wolf on the bike, saying it then.
Spoiler alert!
I know, dude.
Yeah.
If
you haven't seen fucking Game of Thrones by now, fuck you. Especially something that's only middle of the fucking thing, not anywhere near the end of it.
Anywho,
that'll
that'll learn you.
I'm Canadian. I'm polite, but I'll still tell you off.
So another good showing by Jon Stewart. I mean, I encourage anyone who saw this clip and wants to know more to watch the entire episode because it was a good one. It was a good one.
Did you learn things, Tim?
I laughed and cried.
I laughed. I cried. I would say that like this podcast that Jon Stewart does is kind of, it's okay for the most part. Like, he just has interesting people on and they talk, but this was like a conversation and a debate. If you want to hear a good economic debate that is not totally over people's heads, this is a good one. Like The Economist, I forget his name. He's very smug. He tries to talk
Furman.
Yeah, Jason Furman. Oh, it's on there. He tries to talk over Jon Stewart. Like he tries to put out things that he thinks Jon Stewart doesn't know. And, Stewart comes back with, well, I do know those things. Like, and
that probably works for him in a lot of areas where he can just kind of down there, underling.
Yeah.
You stay down there. I am the learned one, and I will tell you from on high what needs to happen. That ain't gonna work on John.
And I think the shot that John took at economists saying that they're too high and mighty for their own good is probably directed at this dude in particular.
Oh yeah, he's a perfect example of that. Yeah.
Because he's also like, that dude is also like an academic, so he's a professor of economics, and professors are very hoity-toity and snooty and think they're better than everybody else.
And they're like John said, they're stuck in that 1940s bell curve model of economics, and it hasn't really adapted. It's kind of business as usual in how the economy works, and we need to stop caring about that and care like, what do people need to live full lives? That was what makes the economy strong.
Because at this point, they're trying to make the machinery so efficient that it just grinds people up at this point. Like even if we do everything you say, I will be working towards my own poverty.
Yeah.
Well, and one of the strongest examples of it is like in Minnesota, we passed the universal food for kids in school. Because the stats show if you're a kid in school, you haven't eaten and you're hungry, you perform significantly worse.
Yeah.
So you're not going to learn shit while you're in school. But if you're fed and happy, you'll learn. Maybe you go on to college or a trade school, you get a better job, you make more money, you pay more taxes, maybe you invent something that benefits society. Any numerous numbers of things can occur if the basic needs are met.
Look at this guy over here with his school children in his state are all being fed. Who does he? You think you're better than everybody else?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what? Instead of
they're auditioning to become Canadian, leave them alone, Tim.
Yeah, we are Southern Canada. Fuck off, Connecticut.
I would just like to point out that instead of giving the kids lunches, why don't we just give the teachers guns?
Yeah, I mean that's.
Oh yeah, right. I'm sorry. I take it all back.
How are we gonna afford the teachers' rifles if I'm over here wasting ammo money on fucking breakfast?
On food, yeah.
Miniguns will pop out of the desks, mow down all the terrorists.
I mean,
you're welcome.
It sounds like another good place to put sharks with lasers. I'm just saying.
Sharks with lasers.
Where is
around
a
the
good
school?
spot? The poor
the
children.
Desert.
So let's rate Jon Stewart here. Do you guys also want to rate The Economist? We could throw him on the board if you want.
Up to you.
I didn't hear.
Are we ever
enough
going to
from
watch him again?
Probably not.
Yeah, we didn't.
No.
We didn't.
All right.
I think we need to judge it on how likely we're going to come across him again.
Probably
not. So this is John.
Yeah. I would also say if you watch this episode, also watch the clip of Jon Stewart talking to a different. I think he was talking to a former Fed chair about the inflation policy and why the Fed thinks it needs to raise unemployment in order to cool down the economy.
Fuck.
And that's a good interview too, because he takes these guys to task over the fact that they're not thinking about the human aspect of things. They're just thinking about a pure numbers basis. And they're not thinking, well, if we raise unemployment, doesn't that mean more people are going to be poor? The human toll of raising interest rates just to cool down the economy is also a factor that they don't take into account.
It's like, we can't have that much success. And then all of that's piggybacked on umpteen number of companies absolutely price gouging, blaming it on inflation, blaming it on disruptions to the supply chain, blaming it on corporate Democrat policy, just blaming it on everything. But when you look at the fucking numbers of it, other people in your fucking industry didn't have this price thing. It was just you. Just you. You were the only one that was struggling with all this stuff. Everybody else was shipping their shit just fine. Everybody else had the same kind of staffing issues that you had. No one else raised their prices by 30 to 60% for everyday goods that people need for no fucking reason, except for your ass.
And if anyone is interested in how these companies are actually doing, look up their quarterly and yearly financial reports, how much dividend payments they're paying their stockholders, and what their gross profit was. Don't look at what their corporate statements are.
Right.
We have 18% growth in profit, and we're paying out 12 cents a share. You're doing fine.
Right.
Yeah, and Stewart in the other interview from his show before he canceled it because they wouldn't let him talk about China. He asked
Wow,
the dude.
Really? Is that why? That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. Apple
he was going to do an Apple thing for about China.
Yeah, Apple wouldn't let him do a show about being critical of China because so much of their products are made there.
Yeah, China wouldn't like that.
Yeah, China wouldn't like that. So he asked the guy, he's like, why is it that for the economy to be fixed, it's poor people that have to sacrifice and not the rich? Why is the Fed focused on raising interest rates, which only hurts the poor, causing greater unemployment, which only hurts the poor?
Right.
And why aren't the rich and the wealthy and the corporations forced to do something as well? Like, why is it just the lower class?
Well,
and the guy didn't have a response. Like, he did have a response, but it was fucking wishy-washy, like what this guy was talking about.
Well, they're the lower class, Tim. It's right there in the answer. The answer's right there in the question. Because they're down there, that's why. Don't be down there if you don't want to pay for everything. We're trying to get a dynasty over here.
And if Apple wouldn't content strike us, we would totally play that, but they would totally fuck us over if we played that clip on our YouTube.
Oh yeah? Well, then I'm going to burn my iPhone. That'll teach them.
That'll teach them.
That's what I do to protest things. I buy the product and then I burn it. That'll
show them.
Hey, if you guys want to really make us mad, buy a bunch of our shit and then set it on fire. That would piss us off so much.
I might take a vacation. That's how upset I'm going to be.
Yep.
I'd be furious.
Mm-hmm.
So let's rate Jon Stewart here. Content, the words that Jon Stewart spoke.
I kind of want to veto this video because it's not fair. Compared to all the other videos, this is not fair. I like the video, but I just don't think we should rate John on this. He didn't say that much.
Yeah, it was really the other two.
We could watch more of it.
Can we put Kitty on the board?
We could put Kitty on the board.
Let's put Kitty on the board. I like her.
Kitty had some good shit to say there towards the end for sure.
Change the picture. Put her on the screen.
Put her on the screen.
Yeah. Oh,
come
so
on.
Close.
You were close.
Oh, kind of better. Up, yeah, up.
There you go.
She's looking right at me.
Yep.
Oh. So let's see. Who is Kitty Richards?
Who the hell is she?
Who dis?
She sounds like she's more like some minor politician or politician's
She
age.
is.
Or a superhero daughter.
She works on the Economic Speakers Bureau. She's the senior strategic advisor of the Groundwork Collaborative. It looks like it's a lobbying group.
Okay.
Oh, a lobbyist, eh?
She worked for the U.S. Treasury Department, the Roosevelt Institute, the D.C. Fiscal Policy Institute, the IRS, and she has a law degree from New York University.
Okay. Highly accomplished.
Very, very much so.
But that's most young women on any kind of media right now all have 55 degrees. Every single one of them is overqualified for everything. And I just think it's hilarious that these asshole jerkbags who literally just, scam people their entire lives get up there and they'd say, look how stupid these women are. Like, these are the most accomplished women you will ever fucking have the pleasure of being on a video call with. And they're all just dumbasses because they disagree with you. It's so fucking dismissive.
So the Groundwork Collaborative, which she is a executive director for, is a nonprofit that is also lobbying for changes in our economic policy, more in line with what she said in the clip.
Okay, yeah, she needs to be on the board.
Well, let's rate her then.
Okay.
A+. That was fast.
So let's see.
Good night, everybody.
That's the show.
That's right.
So the word she said.
I liked it.
Yeah, she spoke eloquently. Yeah.
It made sense.
That's a different show.
I liked how she was committing to, like, when the other guy challenged her, like, oh, if inflation goes down, you won't be singing that tune. She's like, nope, I'm always sing the same tune.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
She's like, if I'm nothing, I'm consistent.
So I don't know, B plus, A minus, kind of like it could have been maybe a little better, but like I can't tell you how it could be.
Here's the mic drop again.
Hook, I disagree, but that's where the money is, and that's where some big decisions are going to be made about whether we value and support workers or whether we continue with trickle down economics.
Kitty, Jason, we outvoted you 2-1.
Great.
All right,
She
got back. It's an A.
She got Jon Stewart hype.
Yeah, for the Jon Stewart side, she gets an A.
She got the Jon Stewart pop off, so not bad. Well played.
She got Jon Stewart to be like, "Fuck yeah, let's go."
Yeah,
that's right.
Red face and cheesing.
Yeah.
We're not afraid.
Delivery.
She was very genuine.
A little mousy.
Yeah.
A little timid. So
yeah, but genuine.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, earnest.
B plus. Like it could have been a little better. She could have had a little more strength behind her statements.
Yep.
But
or mocked him critically, and that would have been good too.
Yeah.
No, but she's a good person.
Yeah, that's going to cost her in the long run, Mark. She can't be a good person if she wants a high score.
Damn it!
Like,
be a bastard. Do it.
Nuke him.
If she burned him a few times, that would have been great.
Yeah.
This guy hates children.
Having watched the whole episode, she does leave most of the actual argumentative stuff to John, like the comedian. The comedy bits are all John, but she does like get her stuff in too. Like she's an equal part of the conversation, right?
Right.
And I think she backs up John with her knowledge of how the economy works and economics in general. And John does the digging for her. Like John is the one who lands the blows, but she sets it up.
She's an accomplice.
Yep.
She's got a lot of nice books. She's got a couple of plants in her background.
So
she definitely thought about that
presentation.
Yeah, she definitely planned her shot. 100%. It's very well, or it's balanced.
Yeah,
it's well lit. For sure.
And if you look, the books on her shelf don't have Dewey Decimal stickers on them because they're fucking hers.
Yep.
Oh look, The Big Con.
Yeah, The Big Con. That book, Capital. That's a good one.
Monopolized by
Capital and Ideology. That's another good read.
Power and Progress.
Make her
is that one that's
right
interior.
over?
Winner Takes All. The Big Myth.
Oh, she has. So if you look, the black book that is almost in the center to her right, she has It's Okay to Be Upset About. I think it's okay to be angry about capitalism. Bernie Sanders.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I see it there, right here.
Yeah, so she deserves an A. I think it's well presented.
I like the blazer. I like the just get this hair out of my face with the Beats AirPod. She's got a gold chain on. Very nice professional microphone. Crushed it.
5.
And she's got a mirrorless camera.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that shit is clear.
A.
No, she's definitely got an excellent home setup and presented herself well. I agree.
Yep.
All right, and finally, vibes.
I feel hope, Tim.
Yeah, I'll give her an A. She did good.
She's fighting for the right things.
So yeah. I'm gonna give her an S for vibes because I think in the part of the conversation, yeah, I know, in the part of the conversation that we heard,
Timothy,
when John's like, Katie, have the final word. And she said what she said. She kind of put that dude in his place.
Sure did.
And
was it a fatality?
I think so, man. Like he didn't have a whole lot. His only retort was, "Well, you might be wrong later, and you might take it back." Like he didn't really have anything for that.
Yeah. Was all the way to an S.
And I think my personal belief is she's 100% right. We need to completely rewrite the tax code.
Yes. She is.
It's ridiculous.
It's awful.
It's not her fault. She's right.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's not her fault. She's right. And she even said it. She even said it. Like later on, she's got to go to the Senate and get yelled at by senators because she's trying to show them a different economic policy than the one they developed in the 80s.
Yeah.
Who's the head of the Fed or the FTC?
The FTC.
It's like a young Indian girl. She's like 38.
Yeah,
Lena Khan.
Yeah. She is awesome. We need to get her on the board because she's done a couple of interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
That is my argument for S.
Okay.
I can appreciate it.
I appreciate your argument. Yeah. Am I going to go all the way to S though?
Nope.
No.
Me neither.
I was even going to say B.
I was going to say A.
I'll give her an A. I'll give her an A.
I was going to say B plus because I think she could have hammered it even harder. Kind of going back to the presentation. What was the other one we gave her a B on presentation?
Going back to what Tim said earlier.
Delivery. I tie that to delivery for her.
Yeah.
But
yeah, going back to what Tim said though earlier was, she came out with the good information, and she did have a couple of really good shots, especially that last one. But she more relied on John to actually land the punches after she supplied the information.
Yeah.
So that's why I can't get to an S there. So
right.
Strong B plus for like damn near an A for me. So
A.
Yeah, I'll give her an A.
All right.
Sheesh.
A B plus S. So
that puts her there. That puts her at an A. Yeah.
It's pronounced Saba.
Sob.
Let's see. Where does that put her?
Ooh, I love Sob.
I think that gave her A's across the board, or did she have one B in there? She might have had one B in there.
She had one B.
I could totally see Sob coming out with a fucking pickup truck SUV hybrid and Mark selling the farm to fucking drive a fighter jet inspired pickup truck cab covered thing. That is the dream for Mark, I think, is to have a Saab Avalanche. if Saab made it a pickup truck hybrid thing.
I have a very specific dream for cars, besides having a truck, which I love having a truck. A DeLorean. A classic DeLorean that is rebuilt to not suck.
The one that has more than 89 horsepower?
Yep, so it needs an engine swap, it needs a better transmission, it needs a bump in the suspension. Those are the big three. Granted, that's most of the internal combustion parts of the vehicle,
whole drivetrain, and then the gull wing doors might decapitate you.
Don't care, worth it. Still not as dangerous as the Cybertruck.
Oh my god, watching those crash results, holy shit, bro! I am not riding that motherfucker.
There was
the dude that bent the frame.
It just launches.
Oh, I saw that. Saw that.
Oh my god!
It just sprays people around inside the car. No fucking thanks, dude.
So funny anecdotal story. There was someone in my neck of the woods who bought a Cybertruck. I saw it a couple times down the road.
What an idiot!
Poor bastard.
And then about a week ago, I saw it on the back of a tow truck, and I've not seen it since.
He's lucky the winter didn't get it. You can't. Can't put those things.
The winter is gonna.
Yeah, it's gonna ruin it.
Yeah, with all the salt that's going on our roads.
Oh yeah, the whole bottom of that car is gonna be fucking rust.
Yeah.
One Chicago winter would eat that fucking thing alive. You would just have a seat with a steering wheel floating in the air.
Yep.
So at the end of our episode here, we have new standings.
Okay.
The bottom five.
From Universal Studios Hollywood.
Thank you.
We'll start with the worst. As always, Katie Britt did not finish.
Damn.
Oh, fuck Katie Britt.
Yep.
Tied for number 2 now. Elon Musk and JD Vance.
Damn, that's accurate.
He was all by himself at number 2, right? He was all by himself,
yeah.
so he's gone to a tie. Okay.
Number 3, holding down number 3, Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
As we thought.
I'm shocked.
Made it into the rankings now. Sarah Palin, number 4.
And that means Trump escaped.
No, Trump because Vance because Vance tied with Elon now. Trump made it back to number 5.
You can't get rid of him.
You can't do that because you got 2, then you should go to 4. That's the way scoring's
okay.
done.
Nope, I like this.
No, Ollie
Right.
is justifying not having Trump in the bottom 5. I'm just throwing that out there.
He wants him out of the bottom 5. He wants him higher
I'm just
ranked.
saying, he's going to get back into the bottom 5 shortly the next time we do a clip on him. You know that.
That's true.
Right?
In about a
But
week.
I'm just saying, we should establish a scoring standard. We should only have 5 in the bottom 5. We can't have 6 in the bottom 5 because that's the bottom 6.
Being the one who made the list and is keeping the scores.
He's the DM.
Ties count. Ties count.
Okay.
We're gonna have so many weird trophies to give out at the end of the year.
Yeah, we are. And
tied for fascist is Tim and Ollie.
The top five now. Starting at number 5, we now have a 3-way tie for 5.
We got 8 in the top 5. We got 8 in the top 5.
8 in the top 5. It doesn't have to make sense, Ollie. It's a show.
This is Unboxed Politics. Things work a little bit differently over here.
AOC, Governor Walz.
Because I know how to count.
AOC and Governor Walz. Shut up. I went to American schools, Ollie.
1 times 1 is 2.
All right, Tim. What are the 3 at number 5?
AOC, Governor Walz, and Kitty. Katie Richards now made it onto
what appearance top 5. Find another clip with her so we can do a real good clip with her too.
And the rest are the same for the 5. John Stewart's still at the top, and then what we discussed earlier,
as it should be,
as is written.
But a good showing for a new contender.
A new challenger appears.
I want you guys to know that now we have done 36 different reviews.
Are you kidding?
Yeah,
Nice.
36.
How many different people though?
1, 2. Hold on, I have to actually count.
We've done Trump like 5 times, right? So.
No, he's only been like 2 or 3. We had Dr. Phil, this one, and then what was the other one?
He's obviously the one we've done the most, I think. Shapiro we did twice.
22 people, 22 independent people. So
still
about
a lot of different people.
One third of them have been repeats, but Trump makes the news a lot. I don't know what to tell you.
The Bin Podcast, thebinpodcast at gmail.com. Send us your clips.
Yeah,
your suggestions.
Email them. We'll do it.
Leave a comment about it. A nice comment about it in the chat.
Well, they can't leave links. If you want to leave us a link, you got to email us.
That's true.
Because I am not letting you motherfuckers put links in the goddamn comment section.
Send an email. Send an email to MikeyFamine at hotmail.com.
at nudeplanet.com.
No, God.
Mikey's Big Johnson 69 at hotmail.gnetforce.com.
Dick Trickle 69420
at sbcglobal.net.
Yeah, I definitely had an SBC Global because it came with our cable. Because that was the only way to get internet back then.
Bumpin' Tants at Mikey.com.
Mikey.famine69 at AOL.com.
420. Blazing.
420.
Okay. Wrap it up. Bring us home, Tim.
All right. I didn't get my spider tons of mice. I lost it. I don't know where it went.
Damn.
I had a pet spider that I was keeping in the garage so my wife wouldn't divorce me. And it ran away. I don't know where it went.
Mikey, what's your wife's number?
He didn't love you enough.
The spider's gone. You can't tell on me.
Want to bet?
I told her.
Did you know how long there was a spider in your house?
I told her. I showed her to her. She saw it. And she's like,
I think I'm friends with your wife on Duolingo, so I'll just send her.
You send her a fucking Duolingo message. Hey, by the way, your husband's keeping a pet spider in his Mini Cooper that doesn't run.
Hello, spider wife. Guess
that's okay. My wife is terrified of spiders as well.
Yeah, it was a really cute jumping spider.
My wife is terrified of centipedes.
I'm terrified of bees. Fuck bees.
I don't mind bees.
Fuck bees.
Dane Cook reference.
Hornets worse though. I'm more scared.
Yeah, that is a Dane Cook reference. God.
Fuck bees.
Also, bees are good. Hornets and wasps suck.
You know what? The bees that sting me, I don't care what they are. I don't like them.
Are you fucking with the bees, Tim?
Yeah.
If you don't fuck with the bees, they'll leave you alone.
No, I got randomly stung by a bee that I was not fucking with this summer. It just stung me.
In their defense, I did come at them with a hedge trimmer.
So.
But in my defense, I didn't know that I was coming at them with a hedge trimmer.
It was like for them, it was like a scene from Fern Gully.
Yeah, or
he was the kid.
or what?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, or Watership Down. You ever see that shit? That's terrifying.
I don't know what that is.
It is a children's animated movie about rabbits, and it is fucking terrifying.
Yeah. It's horrible. It really is. It's scary as fuck is what it for a kid. It's just terrifying for a kid.
What is it called?
If you Watership Down, it's based on a book, and I watched it for a film and literature class that I took and was scarred.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
That looks like a more recent version of it.
Oh, there's
you want.
Oh, okay.
You want the 2D hand drawn animated one. You don't want the fucking 3D rabbits. Yeah. You want the original because it is nightmare fuel. It is high octane nightmare fuel.
Well, it's not banned.
No, it's not banned.
No.
I just want.
It's graphic. That's for sure.
It's rabbits.
Yeah, exactly. It's rabbits.
That's why. That's the only reason they get away with some of the stuff they do. It's not people.
Graphic as fuck. It's about fascism. Okay. All right, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to watch it in my free time.
Yeah, everyone.
If someone's got a link, email it to me.
Yeah, if you haven't watched it, do it at your own peril.
Tim endorses this.
I don't. Well, anyway. Thanks for watching Unboxed Politics. Like and subscribe on the YouTubes. Just fucking, if you're in the chat right now and you haven't, do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Please.
We need
Thank you.
We need to get that sweet, sweet money.
That cash.
And go back and watch all of our stuff. All the bin stuff.
On loop.
On loop.
Yep. Then we'll make
leave
you
your
more
computer
stuff.
running on a playlist.
If you have a tablet, set it up to watch the playlist on a loop. 24/7. Plug it into the wall. Buy a separate bin device just for watching our stuff.
Make extra accounts.
Next time I go over to my parents' place, I'm going to log in on my mom's computer and just set it up in a background window running all the time.
And then break their keyboard so they can't get rid of it.
Yeah, just take the keyboard with you. Take it with you.
Go to every
I don't have to break the keyboard. All I have to do is minimize it. They won't even know it's there.
Go to every public library you can. Go to YouTube. Go to our channel. Turn it on every channel and then minimize it so that it runs in the background 24/7.
Never stop watching the bin is what I'm
Huns
saying.
is in the chat asking you about the spider, Mikey.
I already talked about it, Ollie. That was the joke. Sorry.
Oh, but I thought he wasn't there yet when you did.
Hard to
Maybe
hear.
I
Did
missed it.
Tim just say it's about hateism? Yes.
I read that as hatism, and I was like, hatism? What the fuck is that?
What?
It might be hatism.
It might be hatism.
Maybe.
Anyway.
Goodbye.
Have a good night.
Bye.
And we're out.
Push the goddamn button! Push the goddamn